Hello and welcome. I'm Wayne Bilal with this week's Profit Maximizer Moment. This week I'll be discussing why discounting is a very bad way to make money. And yes, I'm missing a tooth. I should have got the extended warranty. So this week you get to laugh at my gap. We'll have something fixing it, and over the next 3 or 4 months I'll have to get a implant. And in the meantime, I'll get some fake thing that they're putting in. But life is what it is. Anyways, every business owner has been faced with a customer who's carrying a competitor's ad or has a if they're selling a service, has a quote that's going to be lower than yours, and they want you to match their price. And our instinct is to go ahead and do that. When you try and increase gross profit, though, which is the fastest way to putting more cash in your bank, price matching is a profit killing error. Okay. I've included an Excel spreadsheet to help you determine. Well, you can't see it, but I have an Excel spreadsheet on my. If you look for discounting on my website, on the blog, just go to wjb-cpa.com and go to the blog and search for discounting. You'll find it. All right. I'm sorry I started to say it. That's what happens. Um, I have a really good little chart, and what it basically shows you is two things: the effect of discounting on your profit. So let's take an illustration. Let's say I have a 40% gross profit, which means if I take my sales minus cost of goods sold, I make 40 cents on every dollar I sell. Okay. And if I were to discount my product by 10%, so I go to and I have it in there, like I said, so you should be able to find it. I go down and see that I would have to increase my sales by 33% just to break even. All right. If I'm at 50%, I need to increase my sales by 25%. Now, that assumes I break even, assuming none of my other expenses go up, which is highly unlikely. Okay. A better approach is to follow Dan Kennedy's advice, which, quote, see what your competitors are doing and do the opposite. Raise prices instead, unquote. Every time I say this to my clients or when it was said to me, I'd hear or think the same thing. I can't do that. I will lose my shirt. I too, like I said, have said that I would lose customers. And the truth is, yeah, you'll lose customers. Will it hurt you? Well, that's a different story, which is why I put a second table in there, which you can find, like I said, in the blog. If not, send it to me, but shoot me an email or a text and I'll get it to you. But let's say I'm at the same 40% and I raise my prices by 10%. I could lose 20% of my customers and still make the same amount of money. And some of my expenses are going to go down and I have less stress. And truthfully, the ones I'm going to lose are probably some that I shouldn't be doing anyways. Okay. Knowing this will still be a problem if you're a business owner who thinks prices are the only factor influencing a buyer's purchases purchase decision. That type of business owner will clearly reject raising prices. This means they also reject the concept of value selling. All right. Their standard response is that may work in some businesses, but it sure won't work for me. In my experience, there is no business that doesn't have a way of commanding a premium price on its products and services. They do this by marketing their products and services in such a way that the customer perceives it an added value over the lower cost items offered by their competition. So think about that, what I just said. You need to be selling something besides price. All right. Ours is simple. We're going to help you make more money and we're going to help you pay less tax. All right. Of course, this is the catch. You must do the hard work to figure out what that value is. All right. If all your marketing and advertising is based on price, you really should be afraid because you only have a business until a competitor comes along who is willing to sell to your customers at a lower price. And nowadays, that can be anywhere. That can be internationally, anywhere. The only way to get out of this pricing trap is to focus your marketing and advertising on other features and benefits, such as that will be different for every business, but some common ones are better quality, better service, longer warranties, comprehensive warranty, more convenient locations, 24 hours access, uh, people that your salespeople know their product real well and will make sure you don't make a mistake when you're buying. You get exactly what you need to solve your problem. All right. You may already offer some of these, or maybe all of these, but if you don't focus your advertising and marketing on it, how will your prospects know? Your job as a business owner, who by definition you're a marketer, whether you think so or not, is to design and market your products and services with a high perceived value and deliver them with service that wows the customer. Price is only as important if all other things are equal. So don't make them equal. It's as simple as that. Yes, of course, there's going to be customers who only care about price. Let your competitors compete with Amazon, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco, and the ever growing list of internet sites for those price is everything customers. If you want to grow a profitable business, you must build your business on those customers who are willing and able to pay for value. The key is to first create value, then educate your customers so that they are aware of this higher value and that they will be receiving from you by buying from you rather than getting the low cost alternative. Yes, that's going to take work. Sadly, that's the work that's required in today's world. Okay, there's just no way around it. And you're just going to have to take a peek and figure out what's the best way to go. All right. And I personally, don't think that discounting to match everything is a good idea. Now, if you are going to do discounting, then you need to have an entry product and then do tier pricing, which I've discussed before and probably will discuss again, where you do a good, better, best. So yeah, I'll match a competitor for that type of thing. But it's really not a good value for you, and here's why. And then you upsell them to a second or third or fourth tier, and that's kind of going to be the only way to compete with them, to be honest about it. So, anyways, until next time, this is Wayne Bilal, toothless as we are. So sorry about that. Saying have a great week or a day early because I'm going to be busy tomorrow. I'm going to do it again next Wednesday because we're going to be out of town on Thursday. So until next time, have a great weekend. Let's make this our most profitable year ever. God bless. And, well, see you in church. Catch you later. Bye. And